Hey guys, it's Mr. Aya. As promised, I'm making a video that explains everything that I explained in class, just in case you need to hear it again or see examples again. Basically, we have auditions coming up in about 6 weeks, and we'll give you the official date soon enough. So we have scales to play, a snare etude, and some mallet etudes to play. This is to rank our 6th and 7th graders so we can get you in the proper band for next year. Nothing to be scared of, but we want to help you out and get organized through Ensemble Block and Flip. Basically, Ensemble Block is going to help you learn. It's basically synced up videos and practicing tools to help you learn with me, step by step, example videos of what it should sound like, and also how to build each measure and note by note. That way you're not alone in this process. And obviously we're going to help you in class, but also so you have help at home. And then Flip is where we're going to be turning in our audition videos, where you'll video yourself on your phone and then you can turn it in, okay? Or your iPad or whatever you want to use, whatever device. So let's jump into it. So let's just jump into Ensemble Block because it contains some of the things that we're talking about here. Okay, this is the Westbrook portal. The Brookside is exactly the same. The very first thing you'll see after the Welcome to CCISD is the first shelf, which is your audition, performance, and lesson examples. So it's in the same order as your packet. So first is the 7 region scales, and then your chromatic scale, then the snare etude, and then the mallet etudes. So basically the format here is you have an example of what it should sound like, synced up with the music, and you'll see the music in there as well. And then you'll see a lesson that kind of helps you learn it step by step with the professional. So that way you're just not aimlessly practicing, but you're kind of doing it at the correct pace or formula that we want you to learn it. Underneath this shelf is just a little bit more goodies that I use with my 7th and 8th graders if you want to look ahead at some other advanced things that are going to be coming up as you get older. Basically, all these are synced with music, and we're going to show you how to use the tools in sound with Sound Slice. So if your student is having trouble with something, they can click, say they're having trouble in line 1. There is a lot of different options in here, but I like to put it on fluid view. You can also change the view here, and you can also make the video bigger or whatever you would like. On the cell phone, you do have to press loop to get the loop function, but on your computer, you can just kind of click on there and highlight the measures you want to work on. So this is a lesson that I made for the students. So it's step by step each measure, setting them up for success as if they've never learned the music before, even though we do cover it in class. By the end, I get to playing the whole line. So by the end here, you kind of see with these annotations some of the things that we're working on, and your student can click and find the spots they need help with or see examples of. And then when they're ready, they can work on the full line if they want in context. But if, let's say, they're just having trouble with a section, they can highlight that and it will loop it for them. Now, and sometimes that loop's a little crazy, so you can back it up to the beat before, but more than likely they're going to go in here and press count in and then change it to before every loop, and it'll give you a little count in. And they can play along, reference what I look like, and if that's too fast, they can go over here and slow it down and still see everything I'm doing. Okay, so the students have everything they need to be successful. I think this is very helpful with keyboards because when they're looking at the notes, it actually highlights it in red. As you can see, like right here, it shows exactly where we are. And again, you have that same function to highlight and slow down and put tap-offs, whatever you need. There's also some other functions you can use in here that you can play around with, but this is next level and pretty awesome. So let's take advantage of that. Okay, let's look at Flipgrid for a second, or I guess it's called Flip now. You can record this on your phone, at school or at home, and then you can simply just upload it from your phone if you're using the Flip app. So you can do that like this. Okay, so this is the Flip app, and if they click on that megaphone in the center right here, that's where they'll see all their cuts if they want to upload a redo video. And if they recorded at school, all they have to do is press this circle button right here, and then it'll pop up their camera and they can click into their photo album here and they can upload the video that they created already. That's it. I've been teaching for almost 20 years full-time percussion. So this is my first year doing any kind of part-time teaching with percussion. So lucky for you, you get that full-time experience, but with that part-time teacher. For my whole career, I've been basically like Mr. Norris and teaching high school band and also my middle school feeders. And over my career, I've accomplished a lot, especially in the last 5 years at Stephen F. Austin High School. The first 13 years of my career, I was at Alvin High School as a percussion director there. I was one of the first percussion directors in the Houston area that was full-time. And in the last 10 years, a full-time percussion instructor has become more prevalent in the Houston area. Taking a step back from almost a 20-year full-time percussion career is something that happened this year for me, and I'm able to stay home a little bit more with my kids and help out with the household a little bit more. So when this happened in the summer, I knew a district would definitely take advantage of my experience and find a way to get me involved. And you guys are the ones that struck the lottery. So I've known Mr. Norris for a long time and respected his programs. And I can say this without hesitation, your students have the best percussion setup from middle school to high school that anybody could have in the Houston area. So we really want to take advantage of that and enjoy that process and really max that out. A little bit more about me is that I'm from the Houston area. I went to Eisenhower High School and Aldine ISD. Then I graduated from the University of Texas at Austin, Hookham, and I live in Siena in Missouri City. I have 2 kids, Thomas and Helen just started band on baritone at the Thornton Middle School. And then my son Thomas is in 3rd grade at Leonetti Elementary, and my wife Laura is an HR director for Hewlett-Packard. In my spare time, I love playing drums, of course, drum set. The kind of music I like is just old school alternative music, and I love 21 Pilots, Coldplay, Paramore, Dave Matthews Band, and just kind of old school 90s grunge. And my main hobby is playing disc golf. That's a little bit about me. You can always reach out to me if you have any questions, and I'm looking forward to working with your kids this semester and hopefully for a long time to come. Thank you.